I'm Jeff Gatewood, and I've been got called off work tonight. Told me they didn't need me, so I couldn't sleep. So I come out here in the shed and thought I'd attempt to make an arrowhead. What I have here, and I'll zoom in on that, is a casting of a Thebes arrowhead. It's not an original, but it's just a casting of an original. It's fairly thin, but it's also not really that thin either, but the base is fairly thin. And notice it's got these bevels. Got left-handed bevels. Now right here is a authentic Thebes arrowhead that I bought, and this one here I believe is from Ohio. And if you look, it's also got the bevels. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but it's beveled on each side. And right here is just a blank that I made out of a piece of Tennessee flint. And if you look, it's fairly, it may be just a little thinner than the casting. And if you compare it to the original, it's just about the same thickness. So what I'm going to try to do is notch this one. I made this blank a while ago and got it just about the way I want it. Basically no hinges, fairly smooth. Give me something to work with right there. Now I'm going to adjust the camera down to where you can see me notching this. Here's an old board I used, actually part of my sawburger jig. Some of my tools that I use to notch with right here, which is, zoom this in again. Right here is a Sharpie, which is not real sharp on the end, but I use it for marking my notches. This is a horseshoe nail notcher. I like it because it's pretty thin, can get the notches. And a leather pad, oak board. Don't have to be oak, any board will work. And just a regular pressure flaker. Here's an edger. Sometimes I use those. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my notches. And I may change this up, but I generally do it like this. I'll probably whittle on this. I'm trying to draw my notches on there. Sometimes it works pretty good that way. And like I said, I'll probably change it up just a little. Okay, first thing I need to do is make my base good and even. Here's a soft abrading stone. I like to use it when I'm finished work. I'll get that in a minute. Go ahead and straighten up the edge. Just a soft piece of leather. I start these thieves similar to the way I do a harden. I may not make them just perfect because there's no thieves, as far as I know, in Arkansas. And I'm mostly just used to Arkansas points. I notice they're slightly concave right in the center. I think I'll go ahead and put a little bit of concavity in the middle. I'll use a deer antler for this. Okay, I kind of got it started in the middle. Sometimes I do nap all elbow just to see if I can. Now this what I'm chipping is raw Tennessee. It's picked this up real close to the Buffalo and Green River. Matter of fact, I picked some of it right up out of the Buffalo River. Okay, I'll knock a notch. Right here is a diamond file. I use it to abrade where I'm going to set my nail. My nail is just a, I don't know if anybody else uses anything like this, but that's a steel nail. Nothing's been done to it other than smashed and a little notch put in it. I kind of keep it dressed up with my file if it gets a burr on it. I like to use raw flint a lot, and mostly because I like the look of the way it looks raw. There we go. Braid it again. Big old flake out of there. And what I do after I do that, I'll just, of course, I'll blend in the flake I just took out. Sorry, I just noticed I'm not in the viewfinder. Adjust this just a little bit.